Welcome. In this video, I would like to share why I think Bansuri is one of the most amazing instruments and why is it so special to make Bansuri. Bansuri is made of a precious species of bamboo, really hard to find in the deep jungles. This bamboo is so special that the diameter from knot to knot doesn't change so much in diameter, and also the thickness of it is very thin, which allows us to create this magical flute. However, every bamboo is different from the others. It's so unique. Every piece is unique. So when you have a Bansuri, you can be sure nobody has anything like what you have. And that makes it so special. When I make Bansuri, I have to spend time with each flute and give love to each flute to create a good Bansuri. I cannot just use the formula of, okay, I cut holes this and this here, like machine-made instruments. The magic of bamboo doesn't allow us to create Bansuri in series, to create many Bansuris. Every bamboo has to be treated with love, and this is why it's so magical. If you were to make too many Bansuris, for one person it would be tiring, and also it can be also unhealthy because we have to use fire to create the hole, we have to file a lot. So Bansuri makers have a lot of work when it comes to Bansuri making. So when you spend your love and your focus on one flute at a time, you are able to appreciate it and to love it. The maker also have to fall in love with the instrument and enjoy playing it. And in that way, we can make sure it is a good flute. If we are making too many Bansuris at once, we lose the sensitivity to each of them, and we don't have enough time to fall in love and to make sure it is a good flute. So this takes me to the point of Bansuri makers. How do I choose a good maker these days? In my journey, I've been playing Bansuri for 20 years, and I try many things, many makers from different places in the world, especially from India, of course. And I come to the realization that it needs everything that I said before. It needs to be loved, and you can feel it when you have a Bansuri that is made with love. You can feel it as you play it, and the more advanced player you become, the more you can notice this. I am a disciple of Hari Prasad Chaurasia. I was there in his Gurukul, and I noticed that all the players give the flute to Guruji. Guruji, can you check my flute? Why is this? Because in Bansuri making, it's all about how much you know the instrument. So only a really good player, or the best of all players, in this case Hari Prasad Chaurasia, he can tell more than anybody else whether this flute is good or not. So I came to the realization that to choose a good flute, you need to be a good player. There is no other way. So the better you become at flute playing, the better you can tell whether the flute is good or not. You can use a tuner to use the technology and see the reference, but the blowing, the air pressure comes from your lungs, and only you know as a player how much air you're blowing, if you're overblowing or it's not enough. So you can tell whether a certain note on the flute is sharp or flat. Also you can use, of course, the tuners, but it is more important to know how to play it. So in my opinion, a good Bansuri maker has to be a good player. And it is important to know, to hear the flute player playing, in my opinion. And you have to see whether you feel, especially here for the tone, hear the sound. Is it in tune? Does it have a good sound, the flute? Then, of course. And also, another point of Bansuri making is that, is this maker making too many flutes? If the maker is making so many flutes, it's very popular, it's very unlikely that he has the love to spend on each of them, like I was telling before. So it's all a matter of balance. Of course, there has to be enough time for the maker to rest, go to the next flute, to keep the love alive and the intention. Obviously, if you are making too many flutes every day, you're gonna start doing it faster, you know, and so people get ambitious with making more money, and then you want to make more flutes, and then you kind of lose the passion of it, right? So in my opinion, a good Bansuri maker has to be focused on Bansuri making, at the same time keeping the practice alive, because there is no end. In Bansuri, we're always learning to be better. Every time you can sound better in tuning, you know. So if you improve your tuning and you're sensitive to the instrument, you're going to make better flutes if you're a maker. So these are my insights. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you.